said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will put it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Knight. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass. But when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Finds his man. It's Sanford. There he goes. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's hooked. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication pushing is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Spits it out to the back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, Iowa! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a third down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's hooked. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hooks. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Catch in the middle, it's Hooks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up. Interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll try the run. Brings into the open. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The run to the left. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right back to it. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Pressure coming. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McGarry. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Moving out of the pocket. Got a man. It's McGarry. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McGarry. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Knight. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And we're locked up here in the third. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of...
There he goes! The 50. Inside the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Iowa! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Knight. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that is great third down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle. You got to... something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the first down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Using his legs, it's Hansen. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on a defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. In all likelihood, this drive will be decided right here. Fourth and goal. Scores on the sneak.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash fourth and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coffee. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
To the air on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Cougars. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Knight. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Knight. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looking pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Breaks into the open, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Makes the grab. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.